It's happening. Wherever cupcakes are being frosted, songs are being recorded, and engines are being tuned, ADP is designing a better way to work. With industry-leading HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll, more companies rely on ADP than any other HR partner. From small business to global enterprise. See how ADP can help you and your people achieve what you're working for at design.adp.com. ADP, always designing for people.
True Hop Radio.
What it look like, world? Salam to the good brothers, middle fingers to all the others. Y'all know what it is. Today is going to be the start of the new facet of True Hop Radio, which I'm calling the power of speech. Wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to start with this thing because there's a lot of things going on in this world right now. A lot of the things that are kind of rubbing me the wrong way and making me want to speak on them. But I think I know where I'm going to make my start. And the overall arching, the moral or the lesson that I want to try to speak on today is basically going to be about emotions. You know what I mean? There'll be some segues and it'll probably spiral a little bit, but basically I want to start off just by talking about emotions. All right. Controlling emotions, learning how to control your emotions, being aware of your emotions and how they're affecting you is super, super, super fucking important. All right. We're not machines. We're human beings. We all have feelings. We all have emotions, and that's not a problem. See, but the problem is that a lot of us, myself included at times, particularly like over the last the last 2.5 to 3 years, I've even been battling sometime almost daily to keep control over my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a cat that walked around, if you know me, all of the time talking about, yeah, it's a small thing to a giant, and look, I'm human. I'm just like you, my human brothers, my human sisters. I'm just like y'all. So, I'm trying right now to basically get back in pocket myself. But a word from the wise. We all need to get back in pocket with these goddamn emotions, man. So, I became aware last week of a little situation that popped off down in Texas. I believe the city is called Beaumont, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Beaumont, Beaumont, Texas. With this sister, this brown sister, and basically she has a son who's he's been acting out at school, been misbehaving. I don't know. Don't get me wrong now. From what I've been trying to look up and read online, there's not like a whole lot of information about how many incidents there's been. I'm still not even sure exactly what it was that he did. But basically, it's happened more than once because in the video, and this is the crazy thing, right? Is that your son is having problems. He's acting out in school, but you want to have your girlfriend document all of this shit. You know what I mean? And that's a little bit of another discussion right here, because that's a little bit of the zeitgeist right now, a little bit of the twisted sign of the times that's going on right now. Everybody feel like you got to act out for the goddamn camera. It's almost like we trying to make our real lives into a damn melodrama, but you want your girlfriend there to document everything of you. Basically, you're having a fucking meltdown. Okay? And anybody who knows anything knows that a meltdown ain't a good thing. It ain't never a fucking good thing. But you want to have somebody document that shit and put it on the internet so that it's there for all type of speculation and for all time. But so your son has been acting out. You get another call from his teacher. You come on down to the school and you fucking lose it. Again, I don't know what this boy did to his teacher or anything. I just know another sign of the times thing going on right now is optics. Optics is not a new word, but optics is a very, very relevant word to things going on in society right now. So here's the optics, right? You come up into the school, at least from what it shows in the video, you come up there in the school, you looking all wide-eyed and shit and wild and crazy. She stops to speak to the teacher first before she goes to look for a child. And as the teacher is basically letting you know what's going on, you almost can't even control yourself to long enough to even hear what the woman has to say to you about what happened with the interaction. You go off. You almost look like a fucking like a madman, like a mad woman going off through the school looking for this damn child. Now here's another damn thing, right? I know nowadays with the way that things are, you definitely have to check in with security and everything like that before you enter the school. But I don't think that gives any parent the right to just be like roaming through the goddamn building to go wherever to do whatever, right? So she's walking through the school, you know, she goes to the lunchroom, she's walking around in the goddamn lunchroom again, looking just I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to exaggerate, but she definitely looked like she was out of sorts. And anybody who was working there, the teachers, because you know teachers are always shit. We all been to school, we know how it is. You know, there's always a couple teachers that gotta be on duty during the lunch hour. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep an eye on things. None of these fucking teachers are looking like, yo, who the fuck is this adult? Yo, this chick look like she a little bit hot. What the fuck is going on? You know, especially in this age that we in now with school shooters and shit like that. She's walking, where you at? Sees a kid, zooms in on him, grabs him up by the scruff of his neck, and she's basically dragging this nigga out the lunchroom, dragging him across the from the lunchroom to across the school grounds. Not a big distance or whatever, but the kid, he ain't even got his feet under him and his legs under him walking. Really, he's basically getting dragged and shit. Again. Nobody who works there is like, yo, whoa, hey, what the hell is going on? A place that's all supposed to be all about the welfare and the safety of children. You drag the boy back in front of this teacher. You got a fucking belt in your hand, or I don't know if it was one belt or two. It kind of looked like maybe she had two belts kind of wrapped up around her hand in the video. And you proceed, oh, by the way, while you dragging him back over to the teacher, you cussing this boy from this Sunday to next Sunday to probably 10 Sundays after that. You know, not only is you cussing him, you nigga this, nigga that, you know, and all of this whoop-de-woo. Now, let's take a second to pause here, right? I say the word nigga. I use the word nigga. But I don't use that word when I interact with small children. I happen to be right now, I'm living with two of my 4 grandchildren. I don't look at them and you know, even when I'm upset at them, I don't be like, you know, nigga, if you don't stop playing and get your ass in that bathtub. Nigga, if you don't hurry up and finish eating your food. Those type of phrases don't come out my mouth when I interact with them. You know what I'm saying? That's not the seeds that I want to plant inside of my children. You know? And, you know, who knows? Maybe that's what this lady grew up with. You know, because it's where we've been and what we've been through. That's going to basically shape and inform who we become tomorrow, you know, today and tomorrow. But I'm veering off a little bit, but nigga this, nigga that, motherfucker, you little motherfucker, and all of this shit, and just completely unhinged and way out of bounds. Once again, nobody that works at this place is looking at some child being dragged around, you know, whether you know that's his mama or not. You know, especially if you don't know that that's his mama, you should definitely be like, hey, who the hell is this grabbing up this kid like that? Who the hell is this screaming at this kid like that? What is she doing to him? You know what I mean? And shit, I would argue, even if you do know that's his mama, somebody there in that professional environment of educators needs to be like, oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I mean? Even if, you know, you can't do that here. Even if that's all, if that's all you got to say is, hey, man, you can't do that here. No, you can't do that here. You are not allowed to do that here in this school. At least that should have happened. It didn't. So she gets the boy back in front of the teacher. Motherfucker this, I'm gonna whip your little motherfucking ass. You start. And this is what pisses me off, right? Because you know how it is. Everything that happens today got to go through the lens of social media and the fucking internet. You know, everybody, hey, and it's everybody's God-given right to have an opinion and to express it. But everybody got to put their fucking opinion on it and shit, you know. My mama whipped my motherfucking ass. And yeah, my daddy used to beat me and da-da-da-da-da and all of that. And that's why I'm not, you know, that's why I'm not some type of degenerate out in the street. Yeah, whatever. You know? Shit, my mama beat my ass before when I was a kid. But let me explain to you how my mama, this is some shit that happened in public one time. I wasn't as old as the boy in this video that popped up on the 7th of November, but I don't know, I was maybe like about 4 years old, something like that. My mom had taken me to work with her. My mom used to work for Human Resources Administration, New York City. You know, like a mid-level manager. And we up there in her office, and she got some of her, you know, some of her co-workers and subordinates around her. And for whatever reason, I decided to act a motherfucking ass. I don't know if I was tired or whatever it was, but whatever instructions or whatever it was that she wanted me to do, I was like, fuck that, I ain't doing it. And I fell out in the middle of the floor. Of course, I didn't say fuck that, I ain't doing it and shit, but I fell out in the middle of the floor. I threw like a real tantrum, like a textbook encyclopedia definition tantrum. Like I fell out in the middle of the floor in that office, started kicking my feet and my legs and all of that, right? You know what my mama did? My mama said, oh my goodness, come here, baby, calm down. Come on, let's go wipe up your nose and you know, wipe your tears and then let you go blow your nose. Come on, let's go to the bathroom. And my mama took me in the ladies' room, took a little, you know, looked underneath the stalls and all that, made sure nobody was in there. And my mama whooped my monkey ass. As she should have. But here's what she did and what she didn't do. What she did was she kept her composure, she kept her presence of mind, and she didn't put herself in a position where the optics looked bad. Think about this. My mother was working for the Human Resources Administration. Part of what they do, aside from, you know, making sure that families were receiving benefits, government benefits and things like that, you know, what they call SNAP and shit like that today, right? But the other part of it was also, you know, the welfare of families. So imagine somebody that works for the Human Resources Administration in the middle of a fucking office whooping their kid's ass. It's bad optics. It don't look good. And this is I was born in 1977, so this is like 1980. Somewhere between 80 to 82, somewhere in there. This is long before all of this politically correct bullshit today. But this lady still had the presence of mind to keep her composure, to keep her smarts and her wits about herself, so that she wouldn't wind up with motherfuckers investigating all through her business, taking her children out of her custody, opening up a criminal investigation against her, putting her job in danger. She was aware of the optics. She was aware of herself, her surroundings. That's what this boy in that video from November 7th, that's what his mama didn't do. She had no presence of mind. So now you might say, oh, but she was upset and boo boo boo. Yeah,